There's a question I hear more often than almost any other. What does it mean when you dream about someone, especially when it's the same person again and again and again? Maybe it's someone you love. Maybe it's someone from your past. Or maybe it's someone you haven't thought about in years. And yet, there they are, showing up in your dreams like they never left. So today, I want to gently explore this with you. Not just what it might mean, but what it could be trying to show you. First, let's start with something simple and grounding. Dreams are not random. They're emotional, they're symbolic, and more often than not, they're reflections of something happening within you. So when you find yourself dreaming about someone, the first question isn't, why are they thinking about me? It's, what am I feeling about them? Because dreams have a quiet way of bringing emotions to the surface, especially the ones we haven't fully processed. If you're dreaming about an ex, it doesn't always mean they're coming back. Sometimes it means there's still a feeling there. Not necessarily love, but something unfinished. A question that never got answered. A moment that never fully closed. Or even a version of yourself that still exists in that memory. Now, let's talk about something deeper. Sometimes when you dream about someone, it's not really about them at all. It's about what they represent. That person might symbolize comfort, connection, validation, or even a lesson you're still learning. So if you're dreaming about someone repeatedly, ask yourself, what do they make me feel? Because that feeling is the real message. Let's go a layer deeper here. Because sometimes dreams don't just revisit the past, they recreate a feeling you're currently experiencing. You might dream about someone who once made you feel safe, during a time in your life when you're craving stability. Or you might dream about someone who hurt you, when you're sensing a similar pattern in a current relationship. Dreams are incredibly intuitive in that way. They don't speak in direct language, they speak in emotional memory. There's also something I want to say gently, because I know how easy it is to go here. You might wonder, are they thinking about me? Is there some kind of spiritual connection? And sometimes there can be an energetic bond, especially if the connection was deep, emotional, or intense. But even then, the dream isn't just about them reaching you. It's about you being open enough to receive something, a memory, an emotion, a truth you haven't fully faced yet. Now let's talk about recurring dreams, because this is where it becomes important. If the same person keeps appearing in your dreams, your mind is trying to get your attention. Not loudly, but persistently. It's saying, look here, feel this, don't ignore this anymore. Recurring dreams are rarely about coincidence. They're about patterns, emotional patterns, thought patterns, even relationship patterns. And when you start noticing those patterns, that's when things begin to shift. Here's something else that often gets overlooked. The role that person plays in your dream. Are they close to you? Distant? Ignoring you? Comforting you? Because your subconscious isn't just showing you who, it's showing you how you feel in relation to them. And that can be incredibly revealing. Let's take a moment for a simple reflection you can try. If you're in a quiet space, just breathe for a second. Think about the last dream you had about this person. Where were you? What was happening? How did it feel? Now gently ask yourself, what part of me is still connected to this feeling? Not the person, the feeling. Just sit with that for a moment. You don't need to force an answer. Sometimes awareness alone is enough to begin releasing it. So what should you actually do when you keep dreaming about someone? Let's keep it simple. First, don't panic. Second, don't immediately assume it means you need to reach out. Instead, sit with the feeling. After you wake up, ask yourself, what was the emotion in the dream? Was it peace? Was it confusion? Was it longing? Because the emotion tells you far more than the person. And then gently ask yourself, is there something in my life right now that feels similar to this? Because dreams often connect past emotions to present situations. You might not be dreaming about them. You might be dreaming about a feeling that's showing up again in a new way. There's also something beautiful about this process, because dreams, in their own quiet way, help you release. They give you space to revisit something without actually going back to it. They let you feel something without needing to act on it. And sometimes, just allowing yourself to feel it is enough to let it go. And here's something important to remember. Not every dream is meant to be acted on. Some are simply meant to be understood. There's a difference between a message that asks for action and a message that asks for awareness. Learning that difference is where clarity really begins. So if you've been asking, what does it mean when you dream about someone? Here's the truth I want you to hold on to. It means something within you is asking to be seen, not feared, not chased, not avoided, just seen. And the more gently you approach it, the more clarity you'll find. Not all at once, but little by little, dream by dream. And if you've been dreaming about the same person lately, just know there's nothing wrong with you. You're not stuck. You're simply becoming aware of something your heart is ready to understand. Thank you for being here with me. If this resonated with you, you can always explore a deeper, more personal interpretation. Until next time, trust what you feel and stay open to the messages meant for you.